Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in day 5 of the 5-star Bloody Battle raid tournament. I am going to feature my 5 raid flags with commentary. If you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. So right now we are 19-1. I've only got 1 loss on the week. We are currently in the top 5%, but obviously that's without my 5 flags from today. Our defense is doing pretty poor, although we actually won a bunch in a row. I had a D rating pretty much all week. Now we've got a C rating. Still not great for defense, so definitely going to need our offense to continue to carry us to that top 1% performance. Our first battle today, we're going to be going up against a Yolanda tank team. They've also got Archibald, Richard, Grovert, and Medea. So I am going to switch up my team a little bit here. I think I'm going to bring in Fergus as another garrison guard with the Mega Minion so that I can reduce the mana of everybody except Archibald, Richard, and actually probably Yolanda. She'll have a 75% chance to resist this. So actually I'm not going to bring in Fergus. I think I might just keep the team the way I have it right now, actually. I like the power reds that I have because of all 3 of them activating in 7 tiles. And then I've got Kolya and Shimmer Scale with their Mega Minion. So let's see how this first flag here goes. All right, a pretty good board to start. I will certainly take this. I am going to start off with these 3 purples horizontally toward the middle. It's going to set off a little bit of a cascade with some stuff underneath. Alright, I was hoping to get another red somewhere in there, but that's okay. I'll be able to get my red tiles if I move this 1 red tile up 1. And actually, I'm going to match these 3 reds all the way on the left. And then I'll match the reds over on the right side next. Let's match against Grovert first. And we got a cascade of reds right underneath. And nobody's special on the opponent's side activated until now. So let's hit probably Yolanda with the main part of Pepper Flame first. And then if I hit Domi Ventus right after, that should kill Grovert. Of course, Grovert avoided the first hit. That's not cool. All right, now let's use Gestalt, see if one of those cubes hits Grovert. And they did. Okay, good. So Grovert's dead. Yolanda's dead. We're looking in good shape. I am going to match these 3 yellow tiles. I'm only going to hit Richard with 1 of them, though. I've only got 1 yellow hero, so it wasn't going to do a lot of damage, and I figured I would hit him with less tiles so that he gained less mana. And now let's use Shimmer Scale over here. I'm going to move this 1 red tile over so I can match them next turn. Nice cascade of reds, although that's going to set off Medea. Who's the mindless attack going to go on? It's going to go on Domi Ventus. Alright. Well, let's hit this red diamond. That should kill Medea, probably not quite. Alright, who's Domi Ventus going to send that over to? Shimmer Scale. Perfect, that worked out great. And we should be able to kill Richard now. Awesome, we are 1 for 1 to start off day 5. Next up, we are going to be going up against a Zhuge Liang tank team. Alright, so they've only got 1 of those War of 3 Kingdoms heroes with him that has the ability to not have minions removed. So I'm actually going to bring in a couple other heroes, including Galapago, because Galapago makes it so that all minions get removed except for Zhuge because of his passive. Let's get in Galapago, and then I'm going to bring in Spartoy. I like using them together, although I've only got 2 of those Paladin troops, so actually I've already got Kolya in there, and I'd rather keep Kolya. And then I think Fergus should work here, except for on Quarry and Araminta. But yeah, let's bring in Fergus and Shimmer Scale with my other Mega Minion heroes. And I'll probably bring in another green or blue. Let's see who they've got. Yeah, let me bring in another blue. Let's bring in Hogni, probably. Or Richard. Yeah, let's bring in Hogni. All right. Feeling good about this match here. Lots of yellows to start. I've only got one yellow hero, though. Let's start off with these yellows and reds up top here. And a red diamond. Of course, I don't have any reds on this team. All right. Let's match these 4 yellows. That's going to give me Shimmer Scale special. And I'm going to use Shimmer Scale on the 3 in the middle. Now I am gonna match these 3 greens. Yeah. Nice cascade of a blue diamond. Awesome. And I'm gonna hit that blue diamond, which is gonna give me Fergus's special. And a little cascade of greens. Let's use Fergus to reduce the mana of everybody again, except probably Quarry and Aramento. They will have a 75% chance to resist it. And it did not work on them. And actually, of course, they gain mana because of that. I'm going to hold off on using Hogni's special for 1 turn, and I'm going to match... I'm going to hit these yellow dragons. It's going to give me that 1 green tile that I need to get Galapago activated. Alright, so let's use Galapago first to remove the minions of everybody. Perfect. And now, let's use Hogni on the 3 in the middle here. And he does extra damage to red, so I'm curious if we're going to be able to kill Aramento or close to it. They have 2158 health. They've got 1985 shield. Not quite. Very close. Don't really have any tiles that I can throw up against Aramento either, except that 1 blue tile. That might be enough to kill them. Let's move this 1 blue tile over and see what happens. Or maybe I can get a Mega Minion hit on them. Not quite. Sartana's dead. So that's good. I am going to match these 3 blues. It's going to set off quite a cascade with some yellows. We got a yellow diamond out of it. And that yellow diamond got matched. Alright, let's use Fergus first to reduce some mana. And attack the 3 in the middle here with Shimmer Scale first. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use Hogni first. He's about to die soon anyway, and he's got 2 fiends on him. So I'd rather Hogni kill the minions with the counterattack, and then Shimmer Scale, who's going to get the Mega Minion, to be alive. Alright, now let's match these 3 greens up against Quarry. He's dead. And we've just got Mayat to deal with, and this battle should be over pretty quickly now. With my 3 Mega Minions I've got. And this match is over. Awesome. We are 2 for 2 today. Next up, we have a Naeem tank team. All right, so he has a counterattack for him and nearby allies. He also makes it so that Mega Minions have 75% less health. So I need some sort of Dispeller to be on the team. Kolya does make it so that 1 buff gets dispelled. But Naeem adds the Sand Touch and the counterattack. So I'm going to need a different Dispeller. Or maybe Toon Sartana with the superior wizard class talent. That could work also. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, let's bring in a Toon team. And they'll be able to potentially resist the Sand Touch damage thing that Naeem has also. And the silence effect from Song Jiang. Alright, so let's bring in Sartana and Domitia. And then some of my other tunes. Bring in Richard. And not gonna bring in Vivica since this is Bloody Battle rather. And then I'll bring in Richard and Leonidas probably. Yeah. Alright, let's go into battle with this Toon team here. I am going to start off with these 3 reds up top so that I can match some more blues next turn. Or do I want to match the blues on the very bottom first? No, I'd rather see if we can maybe get some cascades. And we did get a cascade of blues. Perfect. Now, let's match these 3 blues up against Song Jiang. I need 1 more blue tile for Magni and 3 for Richard. I'm going to match these 3 greens on the top right, hoping I get a blue on the bottom in one of those 2 spots, and we did not, and we didn't get one again. Alright, well, we can move this 1 blue tile over. That is going to make it so that Naeem's special is going to go off. We do get a purple also. So I'm going to match the purples first in hopes that Sartana's superior masterclass talent works. And it did on Naeem. Perfect. Okay. Now we can kill Naeem with these 3 blue tiles in the middle. Or not. You could dodge it. Cool. All right, let's hit him with the main part of Magni, maybe? Or do I want to use Richard? They've also got Saris on the right, which I need to deal with, although I've got the Toon passive to potentially resist the silence. Got some options. I'm trying to avoid the counterattack if I can from the 2 flanks. But I think I'm going to have to deal with it. You know what? Let's use the main part of Magni on Naeem. Let's just get rid of him. Hopefully he does not dodge this too. Okay, perfect. Now, let's use the main part of Richard on Saris. That way there's a little bit less counterattack on Richard, and obviously he does more damage to red. I am now going to match these 3 yellows, I think. Yeah, let's match these 3 yellows. And we got some more yellows. It's going to set off Song Jiang, but that's okay. We did get rid of his counterattack with Sartana's masterclass talents. Perfect. Now, got an interesting situation here because Philomena is about to go off. She's going to deal 500% damage to the main target and minor damage to nearby enemies. And then everybody gets the minus 50% defense against special skills. Then after that, the enemy falls asleep and receives plus 70% damage. I think I'm going to try to use Sartana on Yolanda. Or not Yolanda, on Philomena. And hopefully maybe we are able to get rid of the counterattack. And we were able to. Awesome. Okay. So I could probably kill her with those 3 purple tiles, But I don't want to chance it, so I'm just going to hit her with Domitia, and I can ghost those purple tiles afterwards. Awesome. Very happy with how that worked out. Let's now match these 3 purple tiles. And we got some yellow tiles ghosted. Perfect. We can use that on Cerys to reduce his mana. And I can ghost these 4 purple tiles for Domitia and Sartana specials to come back. I think I'd rather get rid of Sung Jiang, or let's see what kind of damage we can do to Medea over here. She's got 2,052 shields, 1749. No, she has full health. 4239, 2342 shield. I don't think that we can kill her with the 2 purple specials. I'm like nearly certain, actually. So let's see what kind of damage we can do to these 2 over here. I'm going to hit this purple dragon. That should kill Sung Jiang. And it did. Perfect. And a cascade of greens. Do not set off Cerys, please. Or we could kill Cerys. Even better. Alright, Miles attack is going to go on Domitia. Please resist. Awesome. Thank you. And we should be able to kill Medea now between the 2 purple specials I have. Awesome. And we are now going to be 3 for 3. Perfect. 2 battles left, and next up we are going to be going up against a Bernadette tank team. All right, so definitely going to switch up my team now and get in Kushanku, who I'm actually in the process of double limit breaking finally. I finally got enough Alpha Ethers to get him going. I'm trying to have him ready for war this weekend. And let's bring in Oni Wakamaru. I like both of them because they can both activate in 5 tiles. And normally I bring in Nautica and Bernadette to speed her up, but obviously we are in bloody battle, so no healing, so not going to bring in Nautica. I am, however, going to bring in Lord Loki, and let's bring in Richard and Magni, probably. Yeah, we'll go in with the power 4 blue, yellow setup here, and Lord Loki I need to find. And he just got a buff, which is very nice. Alright. They've also got Regin, Sung Jiang, Gongoth, and then the other new hero, Ruan Zalki. Alright, so I need 5 blues or 5 yellows before Bernadette goes off, which we should be able to make happen. I'm going to start off with the blues and greens over on the left. Alright. Let's match these 3 yellows on the left now. If I get a blue on either the middle or the right side, then I'll be okay. Good. Perfect. Now, let's match these 3 blues. And we got our yellows for Kushanku. Awesome. All right. So, at this point right now, their specials only go off for 2 turns. So I might wait 1 turn to use their specials. I'm going to match these 3 purple tiles up against Bernadette, I think. Or do I want to just use one of them since I've got 2 counters? Yeah, let's use one of them. I'm going to use Oni Wakamaru because I'm going to match some purples in a moment. And then that's going to set a cascade of yellows, which will make it so that Kushanku's special, when I set that off, will go off for his second charge, I believe. Yep. All right. Now, let's use Kushanku on Bernadette. That way, no damage happens. Oni Wakamaru makes it so that only he gets the paintings, potentially. But Kushanku makes it so that Bernadette's special doesn't even go off at all. And actually, we can match these 3 blues now so that I can copy her special. But I need to wait until the Miles attack is over. Let's hit region with the main part of Richard. Or actually, let's use Magni first. It is going to counterattack back for quite a bit of damage, obviously. Now, let's use the main part of Richard. Now, I'm going to match these 3 blues up against Sung Jiang, or... the here on the right, the yellow one. Or... do I want to use Lord Loki first, since Sung Jiang has a good chance of silencing him? Pretty much has a 60% chance of silencing Lord Loki. Because if he attacks as the main part, any of the 3 in the middle. I think I'm just going to match these 3 blues on the right. Or I could copy Gongoth's special. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. I don't want to chance Sung Jiang silencing the Lord Loki, and it's for like 4 turns or 5 turns. It's a pretty long time. Now, let's match these 3 blues up the middle. And it did silence Lord Loki, so glad I used his special. Perfect. Now, let's use Oni Wakamaru for the taunt, because Gongoth and the other hero are about to go off. I'm going to ghost these 3 yellow tiles so I can use Kushanku. And let's use Kushanku on this hero right here, Gongoth. The other one's a monk class, so he would have had a pretty decent chance to resist it. And now let's match these 3 blue tiles up against him. Now, let's attack these 2 with Richard first. And then I'm going to hit him with Magni. That should kill him, and then I can match these 3 blue tiles, which should kill Gongoth. Just kidding, they're both still alive. Alright, well, one of them died. Now, I'm going to wait to use the taunt for a turn or 2. It's only going to last for 2 turns. Still a little tile dumping with these purples and greens. Give me some blues, please. Or yellows, I'll take that too. Alright, so we've got both Oni Wakamaru and Kushanku and Lord Loki, actually. Let's use Lord Loki on Sung Jiang. Kushanku should be able to kill Gongoth, I think. Perfect. Alright, this battle will be over in a moment once I get my blue specials back. Alright, perfect. We are now 4 for 4. Very happy with how that battle went. Last battle, we are going to be going up against a Fergus tank team, so I'm definitely going to bring in my Dwarf and Fawn team. This is pretty much an auto win team with this team, considering everybody is able to resist the effects from Fergus, and it actually helps them gain mana. And then I just need my couple Dwarves here. Alright, perfect. Last battle. When I go up against Fergus with this team, I just like to tile dump as much as possible up against him. Because, again, once he goes off, he actually increases the mana of everybody. Nice Cascade. Awesome. Just going to set him off perfect. And we'll magically watch everybody's mana increase. Perfect. Let's get my purples activated, or Vard might be one short. Yeah. I do like to string the specials together with this team, so at least 3 of them. Actually, we're going to have 4 right now. Okay, this is going to be perfect. Let's use Ixen first, and then Tamlin and Vard, and then Isadori will be able to finish off anybody if anybody's still alive, and they are not. All right. Awesome. We went 5 for 5 today, 24-1 on the week, in the top 1% right now. And again, you can see the defense has a C rating. On the leaderboard, we're ranked 295, so definitely going to be okay for the top 1% this week. Let me know how your 5-star Bloody Battle raid tournament went this week, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button, make sure you're subbed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.